G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I'm going to do this ripples tray for you today. I've had it in my store for quite a while now. And I've been doing some different sorts of water ripple art for you recently. So I thought I'll revisit this tray mold. I don't sell the molds for the new ones that I'm doing. But yeah, I've got this one and the little matching coaster ones as well in my store. But all right, so I thought what I'd do is go sort of shallow water into deeper water that way. And I'm going to try these two colors here, Swimming Pool and Night Blue from Octopus Fluids. They're resin inks. So that's the two colors there. That's what they look like on paper towel anyway, but they probably look totally different in my resin. So, where will I put it? Just there. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. Now, let's just put in one drop. I am using the Platinum Ultra Clear resin today. Oh, it's quite green, isn't it? Oh, never mind. Anyway, I'm just going to do one drop for now. I think I might add a little bit of blue to it as well. See, they look totally different, you know, because obviously this has only got one drop in resin and that's on a piece of paper towel. So we'll see. So the next one I'm going to do one drop of, oh gosh, we've got two. And then I'll add a drop of the blue. So I've got two drops of the green and one of the blue. See how we go with that. Well, that's a pretty shade, isn't it? So we're going more of a sort of a greenish shade for the water today rather than just blue. I think I'll add one drop of blue to this one. Then I'll add another drop of green to that one. So this is one drop of blue, one drop of green. That's better. It's a nice shade. And then the next one is 3 drops of green and 2 drops of blue. And then the next one can be darker again. So when I'm doing this sort of thing, I like to use the same shades, the same colors, rather than changing up the colors and just doing deeper colors of those. So I think we'll go 1, 2, but we'll add more of the blue this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that looks. Get a deeper color. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? So you can get lots of different shades from mixing the same colors but just in different amounts. I want to put it on my mold. I see people putting cups on their molds and I'm yelling at the screen, don't put your cups on. You're going to leave rings. Okay, another drop of blue. Okay, we'll see how that goes. All right, so now that I've mixed up my colors and I'm happy with them, I am going to put my resin into my vacuum chamber now. If you don't have a vacuum chamber, maybe you've got one of the Resiners airless bubble remover machines. You could pop that in there. Like I said, I am using the Platinum Ultra Clear, so it's got quite a long work time on it. So there we go. All right, I'm going to put those in my vacuum chamber and I'll be right back. Clean up my mess. All right, got my colors there and look at that, crystal clear, gorgeous. I think if you're going to do a lot of resin that you want clear resin for, it's really good investment to get yourself a vacuum chamber. They don't cost that much really in comparison of having maybe wasted resin if you've got lots of bubbles in it and then you can't use it. Now this is just some isopropyl alcohol. It is 100% isopropyl, and I'm just going to spray it in there just to break the surface tension of my resin. Not concentrating. There's a hair. It breaks the surface tension of the mold to stop any bubbles. I'll have to be careful I don't go scraping the side of the cup, because I think I've got a little bit of unmixed colour maybe. Just got to be careful you mix it really well. Otherwise you can see the little blob of colour there. All right, so now the next one. For this, I actually don't know how much resin I'm going to need. So I did, let's pop that there. I'm dripping. I did 104, I'm really not concentrating today, am I? I did 300 grams of part A and 140 grams of part B. In my big cup there. All right, so that's that done. So I wasn't exactly sure how much, I needed. So we'll just add it slowly. So I'll use all this medium color one. See, there's a little bit of unmixed there. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much to make up. Shouldn't scrape my cup. I'm getting unmixed colour on the sides. Now I have got a few little bubbles in there because just pouring it in creates a few bubbles. But look, it's a very thin resin, so they should just come up and I can pop them easily. And also keep an eye on the actual mould itself. There's a little bubble there, there's a bubble there. Just if you see one, even though we've sprayed with alcohol, if you see a couple of bubbles, just flick them up to the surface. Mustn't have sprayed that area very well. And around the edges as well. I probably didn't put as much alcohol spray in there as I should have. But yeah, if you see any little bubbles, just flick them up towards the center, and then you can either torch them or you can pick them out. I'm only using my very small torch because I don't want to burn my mold. And I know you can see the stripes, but I will go through and blend those as well. I don't know that I want any more of the dark. I'll just leave it like that. There is still a little bit of room left in my mold. If I want to do, oh look, I might as well use it. No point wasting it. I'll blend. Yeah, if I want to do a top coat, if I want to add white, or if I want to do a layer of sand. I did buy some sand, but yeah, when it arrived, it's really dark. Even though the ad, I bought it online, the advert showed like a nice sea sand color, but when it arrived, it was like a dark river sand. Yeah, wasn't impressed. Okay, let's see if we can kind of blend. Try not to make too many bubbles. Try to blend. Doesn't have to be an exact line. Just want to blend everything together. The resin will move and sort of do its own thing anyway. If you make your colors too different, it's really hard to try and blend them. hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, the resin will keep moving and changing, and hopefully we won't see any join sort of lines. And I'm trying not to get a definite line, but just sort of a, I don't know, something natural looking, I guess. Oh gosh. All right, so anyway, I'll have a little play around with that. I won't bore you with it, and I'll see you when it's time to unmold. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the background on this one. I want to see how it turns out first. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out, and then I can always add a bit of white. I'm hoping it's going to refract a little bit of sunshine, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So I'll continue just sort of blending a little bit, and then I'll see you later on. Yeah, I should be able to unmold later on today. It doesn't take terribly long to cure up. It's not as fast as the 360 plus, but it's certainly not like a deep pour resin that's going to take days to cure. So I should hopefully be able to unmold it later on today. Okay, see you soon. I'll try not to fiddle too much. Okay, it is late at night. I was getting ready for bed and I thought, I just want to have a little sneak peek. You know what I'm like. I can't wait for the morning. It's set in the middle. It's a tiny bit soft on the sides still, like it's a bit bendy. But yeah, I'm keen to see what it's going to look like. Now, because I've got all these LED ring lights around, we may not be able to get the full effect until tomorrow when we go outside, or we got some natural sunlight coming in through the windows. So we might just have to be patient till then, but I still want to get it out and have a little look and see. Look at that. It's so cool, isn't it? I will link that mold for you. Now, I wish I had a piece of card. I've only got a piece of white paper. So we'll just have to put 2 pieces of white paper on it just to make it a little bit more opaque. Yeah, I want to see if it works first before I sort of go around and pour white resin on the back. We'll just see if it actually refracts or not. Let's hope so. All right, now just remember, we're not going to get a full effect until sun shines on it tomorrow. Right, here we go. Oh, I should turn it around actually. So we've got the shallow water at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Wow, I can see some movement there for sure. It's a bit hard to, whoops, a bit hard to see. I need to go and get myself a piece of card. I definitely do, for my reveals, because the white paper is just not doing it justice. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Can you see some movement in that? All right, let's have a look at it. I've got a bigger sheet of paper here. Again, I'm going to have to get myself a nice piece of card because paper just doesn't do it, but I don't have any. We'll just use this, okay? So there we go. It's a bigger sheet. We can see a little bit better. Now, what I want to do is, because we don't have the natural light in here, I'm just going to kind of lift it up a little bit. Look at that. Can you guys see what I can see? I hope you can. Look at that. Can you see? Look at all that reflection happening. So there's that way. And we turn it upside down and still get some reflection that way as well. Wasn't that cool? So pretty. Look at that. Look at that. So that's down. Face down. So cool. I hope you guys can see. I'll have to have a look at my camera and see if you can see what I can see. So there we go. Look at that. This is the way it's supposed to be, with the textured side at the top. It's not hugely textured, Can you see that? It's just kind of a little bit textured on top. That's what gives the light a chance to sort of refract. It catches all the different angles. So yeah, I think it's going to work really well, you guys, when we go outside tomorrow. What do you think? So pretty. Otherwise, like if you don't want to put it in a frame, if you just want to leave it au naturel, you could put, like a silicone hanger and little silicone feet underneath, just to sort of lift it off your wall a little bit. And if you've placed it near a window, you'll get that light behind it as well, which I think is stunning. Oh my gosh, look at that. Love it. All right, I better leave it alone so it can cure. Definitely going to take it outside tomorrow though, so that we can have a look and see what it looks like in the sunshine. So pretty. Love it. All right, I will see you guys in the morning, and hopefully it's a sunny morning and we can go outside and have a look what it looks like in the sunshine. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day, and my husband Dave went up to the man shed and cut me a piece of whiteboard. It used to be a shelf, so he cut it down. So fantastic. Now I'm going to turn this over so that the flat side is up, and I'm just going to pop a couple of these little silicone feet. I'm going to put them in the corners like so. These are the only ones I've got. You can get different sizes. You know, the things that you put on your cupboard doors and drawers so that they don't bang when you close them. Just going to put those in the corners like that, just to give it a little bit of height, and see if we can get some light underneath it. You could potentially put them on the other side if you wanted a flat tray, but you can still totally usable like that. All right, give it a bit of a clean. This thing's got my fingerprints all over it. And let's go outside. It's sunshine today. It's a glorious day. Okay, here we go. We're outside in the sun. And that is it reflecting. Look at that. Totally different look to my other water ripples. But they've got a lot more height in them. As I said, this one hasn't got much height, but it's still undulating and giving a gorgeous watery rippled effect. Look at that. So pretty. I'm just going to pop it down on the ground. All right, now I can use my hand. Look at this. Look at this. When you lift it up, how cool is that, hey? That is so pretty. So if you had bigger little feet, you could lift it up a little bit higher and you would get a different effect. Let's see if it works on the other side as well. If you want to use the flat side as your tray and put feet on the bottom as a serving tray, you could put handles on it, pop it up on your table. You could serve goodies on it and people would go, wow, look at that. So yeah, really, really pretty, isn't it? Okay, so there you go. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will link this water ripples mold for you. But yeah, I'm not selling my other water ripples molds at the moment. This is the only one that's available. And also before I go, I've got an end of financial year sale on for my molds, so check out the eBay link. All right, it's on at the moment. But if you're watching this if you're watching this video like in a week, a month, a year, obviously I don't have the sale on anymore. It's just for the end of June 2024. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all with the next video. Bye for now.